YouTube, in this video, we are going to talk about automating your social media, more specifically the content side of it. I've seen a bunch of videos on this. I just watched a girl spend 7.5 hours trying to build out an N8N Claude monster bot that did absolutely nothing. And that's because majority of the stuff that people are automating in content is the stuff that you shouldn't be automating, and the stuff that you should be automating is the stuff that they're not automating, and none of it actually makes sense. So let's jump into it. This is what GPT thinks it takes to record a reel. From idea to edit and post is about 2 hours, and I can do it in about 5 minutes. My credentials: I have generated a few million followers across all my pages. Some of you know that I was big in the automotive industry, and then I was a little bit in B2B, and I'm still in B2B, and this is probably the hardest niche to make content in because it's boring. And if you can generate millions of views in this niche, you are good to go. So these are the steps. These are just basic, not really too depth, but you can see how long some of these steps take. The issue with people is they do these one at a time, and that's what takes so long. Coming up with an idea, coming up with this, coming up with that. And the truth is, really, you just need to build out a few pillars for your business, and you have unlimited content. So this is my system. This is my personal brand guideline. Well, it's used for a business here, but style guide. This is important to look at, okay? People are like, well, I know my style. I know this. I get that, but it's a North Star. You have it on here. I know my colors are blue. I'm kind of like a tech style, modern, minimalistic, a little bit brutalist. The concrete walls, kind of wood, whatever vibe, okay? This is ideation. Ideation is where you put in your trending content, whatever is in the flow. You're going to have competitors. You're going to have people in your niche that are making content. This is where a lot of your ideas are going to come from. That, and then the rest of your ideas will come from your top performing reels or whatever YouTube videos, and you're just going to remake them in different ways with different titles. But at the start, a lot of it just comes from you see what's out there, and then you start building these out, okay? This is obviously everything that has been posted, because if I were to show you my active one, people would post my ideas before I can. So this is a month back, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay, talking about why it performed, all these different things. You drop in the videos, okay? You're still like, Brendan, well, I don't really get the, nothing has increased yet. Hold on. Then we go to hooks. This is probably the most important part, okay? Make a big hook guide. Whether you use GPT or Claude, anything. Say, give me 100 hooks on this niche. These ones are a little bit better, and that's why I'm better. But we're not going to worry about that again, okay? Points and scripts, same thing. These are coming up with scripts. The idea is here. Okay, are you ready for it? You have a system where you grab a hook, you grab an idea. Is the idea filming the iPad? Is it filming the screen? Is it talking to the camera? Then you grab one of your scripts or just pillar. Are you going to talk about the systems and processes for your business? Are you going to talk about stories and examples? Are you going to talk about education, insights, questions, attention? Okay. What I do, I'm going to make a video on systems. Okay. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to talk about this. Steal the exact system I use instead of figuring it out from scratch. That's my hook, okay? I have my pillar, which is going to be my script. I have my hook, and then I'm just going to pick a style or an ideation, and I'm going to jump right in. And I'm going to bang out the video saying, steal my system, blah, 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 and I'm just going to ramble on and show off my system, show off my product, or show off whatever I am trying to make the video on. Throw it into a content cal and review your top performing content. Make sure you are remaking your top performing content over and over, and your top performing content will start replacing all of your ideation. And honestly, this is it, okay? This isn't a crazy whatever thing. For you, this would probably take you, I don't know, 45 minutes to fill out from beginning to end. And you're probably good for 50 videos off of one update. You jump in on the first of the month, you make your updates, boom, you're done, okay? That's how simple it is. I mean, in terms of editing and stuff, if you're doing that much editing, you're probably not getting an ROI. It really is about just creating the quality that you can as fast as you can. I could spend a month creating a crazy video with 16 different angles and 16 different shots, and it would get the same amount of views as a video that I just one take, auto captions, edit, upload. The biggest time consuming part in filming content is coming up with the content, coming up with the hook, coming up with the script, and then filming it. That usually doesn't take too long. It usually only takes people 10, 15 minutes. This is the system for actually getting content done at scale. I have posted 7 reels a day for over a year, and they do absolutely phenomenal. And I still probably every 4th video still gets 100,000 views. And even when I start new channels, they still get the same amount of results. This is the actual system, okay? The only thing that you're gonna automate is going to be using ManyChat, systems like that, and then finally, your analyst. Your analyst, use whatever one you want, build whatever one you want. It all depends on what social platform you are. The best way is you grab the top 10 people in your niche and you look at their outlier videos, and then you end up throwing that into your ideation and you go through that. This entire process, from never posting on social media to filling this out to using whatever analyst you want, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you can look it up. There's a million of them. They're like $20 a month. Instead of you spending 8, 10, 15 hours building out some janky system, use an analyst, grab an idea, grab a hook, grab a script or just one of your pillar pieces, and you just go. And that is actually how you make content at scale. And at this point, unless you are a massive financial institution that is filming $1 million commercial, odds are volume is going to be your friend. The videos that I put the least amount of time into always go viral, and the ones that I kind of curate a little bit more never do well. People can see through it. This is the best system I have ever used, and I use this for every single one of my brands. And the same thing that I did here where I talk about the steps by steps, I obviously do for all of this entire business. So I have my whole marketing blueprint, my North Star, my formats. You can see all my pillars here. Visual rules, distribution. This is everywhere that we post, the frequency that we post. You know, you can see I get a little over 10,000 website visitors a month. Sometimes that number is significantly higher, but I got a couple other projects on the go. And it kind of goes through my entire process. What you do is you build one of these out, you slowly start going through each section and automating it. And this is really the key. You need a North Star. You need an entire blueprint. Okay, what is everything and what are the things that are actually going to give me an ROI if I automate them? Don't spend 8 hours building a cloud system if it's only going to save you 30 minutes a month, because it's going to get outdated and there's going to be too many things. Use the least amount of systems possible. Build out a good blueprint and a good distribution, and you will be completely fine. If you want access to the system so you can edit it for your business, the link is in the bio. Leave a comment, subscribe. Peace.